My name is Ayla Newby and this is my Assignment 2 presentation for EDH 3258 Humans in Movement. In this video, I will analyse a participant's fundamental movement skill. Specifically, I will be looking at the running technique of a 7-year-old child. I will then identify strengths and weaknesses. In addition, strategies will be implemented to facilitate improvement of their running technique. Running comes from the locomotor category of fundamental movement skills. Fundamental movement skills are the building blocks to specialised sport skills, and it is during early childhood that these skills are developed for success in health and physical education.
Kane, Barnes, Holton, Summers and Stratman, 2016.
The running skill components include feet becoming close to the buttocks and a high knee lift, feet land along a narrow path, head and trunk are stable, eyes are focused forwards, arms drive vigorously forward and backwards, feet land on heel or toe rather than a flat foot, hands are held in an unclenched fist and shoulders are relaxed. Department of Education, Western Australia, 2013. In comparison to walking, running involves both feet to briefly leave the ground at the same time. Running varies between speeds of trotting and sprinting. During running at any speed, there will either be one leg or no legs making contact with the ground during a gait cycle. Pengrazi and Beal, 2014. Running is a very important fundamental movement skill because there are not very many sports that you can participate in without being successful in running. Specifically, the Australian curriculum requires children in years 1 and 2, such as this 7-year-old male participant, to perform fundamental movement skills in a variety of movement sequences and situations, as well as create and participate in games with and without equipment. This is a 7-year-old male. I have asked him to run from one end of the undercover area to another as fast as they can. As you can see here, the participant's foot becomes very close to their buttocks and they have a high knee lift. Their feet land along a narrow path and their eyes are focused forwards. The components that I have just identified are the participants' 3 strengths in their running technique. I will now look at a slow motion version again, but I will identify the participants' weaknesses in the fundamental movement skill running. I will then implement a variety of strategies to help the participant improve in their running technique for future success. The arms drive vigorously, however not forward and backwards. They tend to move in front of the body. The arms move in a medial and lateral direction, which if the participant continues to do so throughout their running experience, it will cause injury. Running with the arms in a forwards and backwards motion assists in the propulsion of the run and keeps the torso straight, which also assists in a forward motion momentum. The shoulders are not relaxed. This causes tightness and limits the range of motion. When the correct forward and backward motion of the arm occurs, this will alleviate the tightness of the shoulders.
Ponsner, Holloway, Raichlen and Lieberman, 2009.
The hands are held in a clenched fist. This causes tension in the muscles of the upper body. With improvement in these 3 areas of weaknesses, the participant will be able to conserve energy, thus reducing fatigue, resulting in improved endurance, speed and coordination.
Nicola and Jewison, 2012.
I have come up with 2 different learning experiences that can be used to improve the participant's running performance. The first one is a run on the spot with myself in front of the participant to demonstrate how the arms should move. I'll then provide corrective feedback. I'll get the child to see what it is like running with the arms in this way after they have completed a run on the spot as well, and I have given them corrective feedback. So I'll also use verbal cues such as relax your upper body, swing your arms backwards and forwards and not sideways. Pengrazi and Beal, 2014. The second learning experience will be I'll get the child to sprint holding 2 pieces of paper in each hand and try and secure the paper in their hand without letting it fly away, but also their fist needs to be relaxed enough so that the paper won't crumple. What I will do then is I'll film the participant performing their run, then I will show them the video. I'll slow it down into a slow motion, slow enough so that they can see the breakdown of their run. In a health and physical education setting, these learning experiences could be done in pairs. Health and physical education curriculum focuses on complex games and skills. Additional experiences for a whole class could implement running in different directions on cue or playing dodging games to put the running technique into a context. Pangrazi and Beale, 2014. I believe the one-on-one nature of these learning experiences is most appropriate because I will be providing specific and timely feedback and follow up with more demonstrations. These learning experiences will be motivational for this child because the participant is able to correct themselves, putting the learning back onto them in future experiences. This scenario of a running technique could move from a command style A, then going down to a self-teaching style. Mostyn and Ashworth, 2002. When I explained the learning experience of running on the spot while I demonstrated to the participant, they had refused.
Therefore, instead of performing the learning experiences that I had planned, other than the paper in the hands, we just performed the run from one end of the undercover area to the other. The participant would then look at his running technique in the video that I had filmed him on, and we would then slow it down and he would self-correct. I think this worked really well. The participant changed his arm swing, although I did notice that he started to lean forward a lot more in his run, although in a health and physical education setting, this is something I would go further into and correct as well.